Now, what I'm noticing dramatically is that what's occurring throughout the industry is consolidation. Providers are joining together, third parties are joining together. Dentsply just bought another company, and I can't remember who, Astra, right. So, and then there's going to be these combinations of all these things into one of strange bedfellows. So the systems are consolidating, and one of the things that you would need to consider as you look into the future is, what are my consolidation opportunities? Who should I consolidate with? Should I consolidate myself and bring more practices into my group, or ought I look outside of that and find out who are the consolidators and start to have conversations with them and understand how those mechanisms work? What I'm seeing is the evidence of these consolidations is multi-providers moving to multi-provider, multi-locations, ultimately moving to what I call managed service organizations and dental service organizations, and these new corporate expressions, which I've shown you a few of. And the intention of consolidation is very clear. You increase the top line, you decrease the cost, you increase the profit to earning ratio, you increase EBITDA, which is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, which is what the stock investors look at, what the venture capitalists look at, that number. You enhance marketing penetration, and the economies of scale go up. That's what people are doing in dentistry today. So my insight and what I'm working on a lot now is many of these consolidations that didn't work in the past didn't work because there was a lack of integration. And when we take a look at these things, consolidation is about the physical assets, it's about the structural assets, it's financially driven, it's about capital issues, it's about management, it's about strategic planning, and it's about a game to win. Integration, on the other hand, and what I think that what I'm bringing to the party in terms of the industry now, and why I think I found a really good niche for myself is integration, is because it's involved with human resources. It's about cultural, not structural. It's about vision-driven. It's about core issues, not capital issues. It's about leadership, not management. It's about strategic intent, not strategic planning. And it's a game worth playing. And if you can combine these two, consolidation with integration, if you can do that, you can develop a successful enterprise that I think will be highly able in the future. What we're doing as a company now is we're still doing our practice management, but we're also looking at what we can do for the dental community. I'm one of you folks. I may be a little shorter than some, but I'm one of you folks. And I have a deep commitment to the success of my clients. And I want them to win in this new environment. And so we're developing programs that we feel will allow them to succeed as they move out into this new future. And so this is at least our forecast of what we're doing. We have a corporate development program in which we are going to train dentists over a year to be able to think and act like corporate executives and board directors. We think that's going to be a worthy course so that they'll be able to make appropriate decisions as they enter into that future, and they can pick out what kind of entity they would like to create and who they want to affiliate with in order to create this new entity. We have a virtual board of directors, which we've been doing on this side, and we're creating people to actually think about how to be on a board. Your power, the superior ordinate organelle of any company is their board. How many of you serve on a board? How many of you know what a director does? What board do you serve on?
Washington State Dental Association.
Is that a for-profit board?
No, that's not.
Okay, right. How many of you serve on a for-profit board? They only meet once a quarter, and they get paid $60,000 to $150,000 a year. It's a pretty good job, eh? But there's responsibilities that come with being a board. A director has a responsibility about guiding the future of an enterprise and has the power of direct report to the CEO and other executives. Learning how to be a board director is a skill set. You've all learned how to be managers. You've all learned how to be leaders. You've all learned how, some of you have learned to be owners. There is another scale to move into, which is executive and director. And learning those skill sets is going to give you an opportunity to succeed in the future. Okay, so the real question is, so what are you going to do?
Keep my eyes out, keep learning, keep adapting.
Okay.
Try to find good people to collaborate with.
Okay, good. Good. Good idea. And you in the very back? Arms crossed.
Well, you brought up a lot of great points. I'm one of the older people here. You brought some great sayings up, and one of them is the more things change, the more they stay the same. I went to a lecture probably in 1990 in Phoenix, Arizona. It's been around for a while. Is it Abrams?
Yeah.
What? You remember him?
I remember everybody.
Yeah. So he was giving a lecture very similar. He said by the year 2000, 2/3 of us would be in DMOs. Absolutely. It was changing. You got to get on here or it's changing. Get on the train or you're out. And I was skeptical and I didn't listen to him, and I'm glad I did. I've done very well for a lot of years, but I do realize the landscape is changing. So I think you have to really think about things, and you can take one foot forward, but sometimes you have to look back too and realize that. I want to know that these people that are coming into these corporate businesses. Last time I checked, the Walmart checker can't do fillings, can't put in implants, can't do ortho. So these are professionals that these corporations have to put in there. So who are these people?
They're people who are coming out of dental school with a $350,000 debt, and they got a kid or they're going to have a kid soon, and you don't have room for an associate because your practice doesn't have any excess of patients to give. You're contracting in terms of your hygiene program because you're getting cut so bad by WDS. They're going somewhere else to get their teeth cleaned, so you have a return ratio of less than 70% in your hygiene program. So where are they going to go?